Hi everyone, I'm Sandra Mom.
Ben, son.
Good to see you all. Today we're going to talk about mental health. I mean, we all have mental health, whether it's good or bad. We all have physical health. The difference between mental and physical is that usually when you have a physical ailment, it's easy to diagnose, like a broken arm and how to fix it. You get a cast, so on and so forth. It's not as easy with mental health. And I just want to say yesterday we were going to do this video, but Ben, you were off a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
So we waited till today. And interesting enough, yesterday I was really good, and today I have not been so good, have I?
Yeah, well, we've had our times. We both do. Everybody has their moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for me today, for some reason, I was feeling emotional. Everything was getting to me. And I felt overwhelmed, and I'm feeling better now because Ben and I have been talking, and one of the steps is sharing what I'm feeling, and I've been sharing.
Yeah, we've both been sharing, which is really good. It's
Yeah.
keeping open, like an open book, so to speak.
Yeah, and I say this because it's a big deal, because there was a time when I couldn't share my feelings and emotions with Ben because you were using or whatever, and
Or I wouldn't share it because I was using it, and I just bottled it up and hid it. And
yeah. So now I'm feeling more comfortable, and let me tell you, I know it wasn't comfortable for you, Ben, but I was not in a good place. But I recognized it, I shared, and I'm gonna just continue following through with myself and checking in and seeing how long it lasts. And
yeah.
So you see us here and we're sharing, but when we're not on video, we're still living life, and
We have our ups and downs. No one's perfect. It may seem like we have it all together, but we have our moments and our days where we're just apart.
Yeah.
And we're just in pieces, and we're trying to pick those pieces back up and
Yeah.
just get back on with our day and our week, whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ben. Everyone, when it comes to mental health, we have good days, we have some not so good days. So today, not so good for me, but I am starting to feel better. I'm going to do things to nourish myself, whether it's binge watching later on or something to distract me, because I know that I've looked inside and I'm dealing with it. And Ben, you have your own mental health struggles.
Yeah, well, I'd say, usually I'm pretty good for the most part, but staying away from drugs and all that, which helps. But I do have like something in the background will trigger me, or I'll just like see something or hear something, and I'll be, start just thinking in my head about stuff, and it'll kind of get me a little anxiety. And then I just realized, like as I'm kind of tripping, it's not from drugs, it's just from mental health, that I just gotta know that I'm okay. I know you just gotta do, like as people say, detective thinking. You gotta just go with it, and you gotta think of what's happening and know that you're okay. And when I say I'm fine, like I'm always fine. I always say to myself I'm fine, but lately I've been trying to say I'm good.
Yeah.
Because my mom always says power of words and thought. You know what I mean? It's like the feelings and stuff and expressing them. I try to express myself with my mom.
Yeah.
So that's really hard. It's very hard to express myself because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you can't say the wrong thing. Anything you say is right because it's how you're feeling, you know what I mean?
Bingo.
So it may piss the other person off, but, maybe they have something going on that it pisses them off and that just triggered them. You got, like, I try to open up, me and my mom been opening up today because we both had kind of crappy days yesterday and today, or one or the other, you know what I mean? And we've just been trying to work it out the best we can and just talk through it and open up and just talk it over and try to make ourselves feel better, like not like just making ourselves feel better by saying good things, but by expressing and listening and cooperating and not arguing, but trying not to argue, let's just say that.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one, Ben.
Yeah.
But it's true. I'm glad we're laughing. But this is real. Like this, we all have good days. We all have not so good days. And yeah, we're being real. We do argue, but we really, we really tried to work it through. And this feels good. For me, if anybody really knows me personally, I love to laugh, right? So,
laughing's the best medicine.
So this feels good. Oh, see, I'm feeling better because we're talking, we're sharing. And this is helping me, Ben, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah. So
We're just trying to own up to it.
Yeah.
We're trying to own up to our thing, to our problems. You know, it's when you hide them that it just suppresses and just eats away at you, and slowly it's going to explode, and it may hurt you or your loved ones or someone you may not even know may be affected. You know,
Yeah.
just because you don't know them doesn't mean it won't be bad for somebody else that they love, or
That's right.
you know.
So we're owning our feelings. We're talking about it. So, you know, in conclusion, I think with all of us, we need to recognize when we're not feeling good. That's step one.
It's a hard step.
That's it. It is a hard
Like,
one.
you may recognize it, but you may not admit it. And I always don't admit it. I'm always saying I'm fine, but I'm trying to admit it, you know?
And
Just like my mom, she's trying to admit it now.
Exactly. And the second step is reaching out, talking about it, talking to a friend, someone you trust.
A friend, a loved one, someone in trust that you trust knows a little bit about life, you know?
Yeah.
It could be anybody, you know? Hell,
That's
I've
right.
even opened up to strangers before. Just,
Yeah.
like, not saying to do that, but like if it feels right and that person's willing to talk to you, I've gotten good advice from people I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And
You know what I mean?
the number three is following through, because it's also recognizing, is it enough for you to talk to your friend? Do you need to go to a counselor? Do you need to go to a doctor?
Yeah.
Do you need meds? I mean, there are
Counseling.
There's a huge span of mental health issues. So I know for me, I'm good. For me, talking, I do have a counselor that if I find that I get out of control, I will call that counselor.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in that. And sometimes you need meds. And if you're prescribed meds, it's important to follow through, because with mental health, without those meds, sometimes it just starts to escalate.
It gets more difficult.
And sometimes you don't recognize it within yourself. So listen.
It's like when people get drunk and they don't think they're drunk.
That's a good one. It's true. Oh, I'm fine.
But then they're falling over and they ruin the night because they can't even stand up.
Yeah. So
It's not like that, but it's kind of similar, you know. If
Well-
you don't know you have mental health, or you do, but you don't know how to
Deal
help
with it.
yourself, or
yeah.
you gotta seek help. You know,
So-
like I'm trying to seek help. You know, and
Yeah. And talking about it is the
talking
first
about
step.
it's a big. That's
It's a big one.
step.
And we're going to continue talking, and just one day at a time.
It's like releasing pressure instead of building up and exploding. You're kind of releasing that steam and
Yeah.
slowly, like a kettle.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. That's
It
true.
builds up until you release the steam.
Yeah.
And then it simmers down and you're good for a while.
Yeah. So we're going to keep rocking it. Ben is 4 months and a week clean. So we're just going to continue healing and doing our thing.
Yeah.
We wish you guys all a great day, great week. Take care of your mental health. Reach out. And remember, where there is breath,
There's hope.
amen. Take care, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.